Ahoy, chat. Welcome to the Wednesday stream, where today we're going to be attempting to play some Tropico 2, although I can't guarantee that's going to work due to the age of the game, but we'll play that one by ear. I was able to mostly get it working. I just don't know if I'm going to actually be able to stream it without jumping through some hoops here. So let me just fix the little character for today, or I switch us over to the main screen here. All right, almost done, almost done. Just enjoy the pirate music. There's just one quick adjustment, and there we go. All right, he should look correct now. Are you ready to face Post Malone in a Magic the Gathering contest? So before we get started, I thought I would share some interesting news articles, because that's fun. I like to do that. So the first one we have here is, of course, Post Malone is challenging a fan to beat him in Magic the Gathering with a $100,000 prize. I don't think Post Malone is good enough at Magic to take on like an actual Magic player, but I guess I don't know. He says, I absolutely love Magic the Gathering, and I can't wait to link up with Whatnot and battle it out with the winner. All right, so Whatnot is something, I don't know. The big event, aptly called the Mana E Mana, haha, funny, colon, the Post Malone Magic Battle, will take place in 2 parts. And those parts are... I don't know. I guess it doesn't specify. The main event goes down on August 11th here. Sunday. Is that a Sunday? It's a Thursday. All right. Well, whatever. It's a Thursday. The opponent will be sitting across from Post with a small audience of about 20 people watching and sharing commentary on the live stream, which will also have special giveaways and guests. The winner will take home $100,000 in cash. So Magic players, get out there, click on these links, and go, I guess, challenge Post Malone. It doesn't specify the format, I guess. Hang on, let's, hold on, let's see what the format is. Meet Post, play Magic, win 100 grand. Scan the QR code. I'm not going to do that. It's Magic. Yep. Okay. Yep. Is he going to say, we've partnered with Magic the Gathering legend Reed Duke to whip our lucky opponent into shape to take on Post Malone. Oh boy, Reed Duke. Whatnot is the #1 US-based live shopping platform. What is a live shopping platform, chat? That sounds like a scam. Frequently asked questions. Do I need to know how to play Magic? Where is the main event? It doesn't say what format. I'm assuming it's probably going to be like modern or maybe even vintage. I mean, I don't know how far back Post Malone goes in Magic, but whatever. All right, so there's our first article. Scan that QR code, I guess, if you're super interested. And let's head on to the second one, which I'm sure you guys have heard. And that is that okay, yeah, I don't care about my privacy. The Batgirl movie has been canceled despite basically being done. So we had Michael Keaton returning as a Batman. We had J.K. Simmons as somebody. And Brendan Fraser was going to be playing Firefly, my second favorite Batman villain. So that's kind of a bummer. So let's see. The budget was $90 million. The budget's lower than the average DC superhero film. It was reportedly decided that it did not have the spectacle that audiences have come to expect from DC fare. What, it wasn't like dark and edgy enough? Come on, man. That's, I don't know. I don't care about the DC movies at all because all the ones that I've seen have been garbage. But it sucks for people who actually have been watching these movies that they were maybe excited about this and then they're just like, no, we're not going to release it. Screw you. Go watch a Marvel movie, I guess. I don't know. So that's, I don't know how much information, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the Batman did well, right? I didn't see that one. All right. And finally, hold on. We gotta pause the music for this one because this one has sound. This is the Spirit Halloween movie. You know, that Spirit Halloween movie that we've all wanted.
You want something really creepy? How about a night locked in here? Pop-up Halloween store in a creepy lot? Awesome.
Because there's nothing spookier than a Halloween store.
Final notice.
Spirit that can't let go of his life? Possibly someone who died here.
Alec Windsor.
We're doing something Saturday. The three of us, best holiday of the year, just like always.
It'll be wicked.
Oh, it stopped playing. Oh no, it just had like a lag there.
You guys are serious losers, you know that?
The boys aren't here, they're all at Bose.
Oh! Was that there before?
Ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers.
Is Alec Windsor roaming tonight?
Are you too serious?
Oh my god, it's so scary.
The store is trying to kill us! And for 1 hour on the anniversary of their death, they can possess things or people.
The girlfriend is a little scary.
Seriously?
Is this releasing in theaters? Well, there you go. So if you love Halloween and you love Spirit Halloween, I guess check it out. It's got Rachel Lee Cook, got Christopher Lloyd. I mean, that's pretty cool. And then a bunch of people. Jaden Smith. I hope that's not the Jaden Smith. It says Jaden J. Smith. I think that's a different one. And then we have some like wannabe characters from Stranger Things on there. And Emmykin says, supposedly, if you email Warner Brothers, send them a certain envelope, and pay $4.99, they'll send you a copy of Batgirl. You know what I bet the real reason is that they didn't want to release Batgirl? Because after all that outrage over the whole, like, Batman hooking up with Batgirl thing in... Crap, what was the movie? It was the animated one. You guys know what I'm talking about. They didn't want to have to deal with that again, so they're just like, just don't release the movie. Nobody cares that much. Anyway, it is now time to attempt to stream Tropico 2, The Pirate Cove. So let me try to get this set up here. Something tells me this is going to be one of those old games that requires some extra attention to detail, so Let me pause the music. Close this. And if we can't get it working, I'm sure we can find something else to play. So here we are. You should be able to hear it now. And unfortunately, I don't have the monitor to see my stream, so you guys are gonna have to tell me. So if this switched, let me know if it switched to the game. Emmykins, if you're watching, please let me know if it switched to the game. And we are gonna attempt to play the campaign and see how badly this goes. And yes, pay no attention to the activate windows. I was gonna do that today, and then I got distracted watching a YouTube video about Kung Fu Panda, so. Oh. King, Star Shard. We better just say Star Shard in case they already add King. Let's take out the 0. That'll look weird. No, hang on. We have to make this guy sound like a real person. There. Captain Star Shard. Reporting for duty. All right. This is episode 1, Beer for Buccaneers. Your happy life as a gambler changes forever when your ex-paramour publicizes your card cheating tricks. You are convicted and sentenced to transportation to the Caribbean for a term of forced labor. While serving out your penal term, you meet fellow convict Charlotte DeBerry, who claims to be a famous mutineer and pirate. Although you don't believe her stories of piracy on the high seas, she's more attractive than your master, so together you flee the plantation on a leaking schooner, a partially restored wrecked vessel. The only island you can reach before the schooner sinks is the home of some desperate buccaneers. Charlotte can navigate to Hispaniola for repairs, but she'll need help pumping out the leaky hole first. The buccaneers readily agree to cooperate with you as long as you help them obtain some beer first. Gain the allegiance of the 3 buccaneers by building a brewery and a smuggler's dive where they can go drink the beer. You can take up to 1 year to earn a bronze medal. You'll earn a gold or silver for speedier success. It's one of these kind of games, chat. It's still on the Spirit Halloween screen. Okay, thank you. That's weird. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, how can I pause this? Okay, how about now? SOS Spirit Halloween. Yes, I saw. Okay, how about now? Has it switched? This is gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? I should have taken your phone for this. This clearly is not going to work. I'm worried if I alt tab out. Did not switch. Also, you're a disembodied what the heck? Why is my life like this, chat? All right, hold on. I'm a disembodied pirate hat. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, I see the problem. Hold on. Yeah, this is gonna get ugly. I don't think this game's gonna work, chat. I think it's gonna break. Why did it take my Kerbal away? Oh, because it resizes my window. Oh, it screwed everything up. What the heck? No. Go back. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I don't think we're gonna get to play this game today. And I don't know why the Kerbal thing got screwed up. Now it's off center again. Oh no, that works. No, it did not. Now I have the blue. Oh no, it's all falling apart. Okay, we're gonna have to play something else, I guess. All right, where is my Kerbal? Okay, there we go. Yeah, everything got shuffled around for some reason. So trying to run the game, hold on, there's gonna be some weirdness here while I readjust. There we go. So trying to run the game is basically gonna change completely ruin everything, which means I'm gonna close the window before it causes any more trouble. And we're gonna play something else, I guess. So let me... You know what? I got an idea. I know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put on some Raft. Okay, there we go. Because, like, the game doesn't really matter tonight. We're just gonna be hanging out a little bit, talking about the crazy nonsense that's been going on. What with me being sick and my allergies, like, sapping my will to live. Now, I don't mistake that. This isn't a dooming stream. But it's definitely... I think this is definitely the low point of my summer. All right, put on... Capture... Not auto. Capture that. All right, there we go. All right, we're back. So we'll put on... This is sort of a pirate game. So we're going to go ahead and load up the world that I've been playing on, and I'll show off my raft. You guys can tell me how good it is or how dumb it is, or help me do some painting. I was trying to do some painting, and then I realized that I don't have an eye for color. It's just not my thing. So let's get in here. All right, here we are aboard the SSS. Let's just wait. Raise anchor. We should be moving. Okay, there we go. We're moving. If you guys haven't played Raft, this is Raft. It's really fun. I beat the game like a while ago, and it was really fun. And now I'm just kind of cruising around doing some late game stuff and making my raft look good. I got this sweet anchor down here. Also, how does it look now? Does everything look good? The Kerbal looks good. The pirate getup looks good. Everything's working. Now, if it's not working, that's okay. You can tell me. I won't feel bad. Apparently, I need to survive. There's an achievement for surviving 365 days. Very professional looking. Pirates aren't supposed to be professional. What are you talking about? Anyway. Oh. Yeah, well, do we let the pirate music play? I think we don't. Is there like better pirate music I could play? No, there's not. All right, whatever. It's fine. Everything looks good. All right, thank you, Emmykins. Thank you, Rilip. And if somebody wants to like hop on and play too, that's cool too. I'm mostly just cruising around. What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Did you guys hear about the guy who made up a bunch of information about the Street Sharks and had been posting it on various websites throughout the years and ended up like convincing people that Henry Winkler was voiced one of the characters on Street Sharks? Like I knew of the existence of Street Sharks when I was a kid, but I never watched it, I don't think. So if you told me, oh yeah, there's a female shark named Roxy, it's like, you know, it's like the girl Ninja Turtle. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, that sounds right. Rilip says, what a crazy thing to troll over. I know, right? But it's harmless, and like the effort that was put in is kind of respectable. Arr, there's an island up ahead. Let's go check it out. All right, engines on. We set sail for that island over there. Hey, we need better music than this. Oh yeah, there we go. It's my jazzercise music. They had weirdo pseudo Brooklyn accents. Well, yeah, because they were from the streets, man. I'm walking here. I don't think that's Brooklyn, but you get what I'm going for. They were like the I don't want to say edgier because they weren't really edgy. They were just like the anti-Ninja Turtles. They hated pizza, and they were like big and bulky, like brawler type characters instead of the turtles being like ninjas. Also, they were humans that got turned into sharks as opposed to turtles that got turned into humanoid turtles. All right, let's check out this island. Although there's, like I said, I'm basically at the end game, so at this point it's more of like, what do I want to do as opposed to what do I need to do. Oh wait, I forgot the radio on. I can't have the freaking pirate music going. That's just gonna sound like so stupid. What's wrong with me? But yeah, it was that weird era of like, you had the Ninja Turtles, you had the Street Sharks, you had the Battletoads, you had all the mascot platformers like Sonic and Bubsy. I don't see, there's so many I don't even know. All right, what do I need? I need another spear. Give me a spear, give me a spear. It kind of sucks that it's like spear, spear, and then sword, sword, whereas I would love to have an upgraded spear because the spears are really good against the shark, whereas the sword is kind of meh against the shark. Remember the food fighters? That's not a typo. Are you sure? Wait, the food fighters? Hold on, let me look this up. Oh, before, actually, I'm gonna die here. Let me eat some food first. I think I've got some shark dinner here that I can eat. And I'll have a nice strawberry colada. Also, I forgot to turn off the engines. Engines off, please. All right, the food fighters. It was like Ninja Turtles, but they were all food. Wait, are you serious? Is this real? Are you trolling right now? Food fighters. What year is this from? Food fighters, NBC. Okay, this is a modern one. All right, Food Fighters was an action figure line released by Mattel in 1988. Food Fighters action figures. Oh, God. Why? What the hell is wrong with toy makers? This is disgusting. It was Aqua Teen Hunger Force before the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. You've got here's the whole gang right here. And now, you know, I just wanted to look at the window. Why do I always do that? Or the image. Oh, it's tiny, that's why. Okay, is there a larger one on the site? Kind of, yeah. So you got Frylock, you got Dogman. Oh, are they in like different gangs? Does they have like a black hat versus the green hats? Or no, they're in like an army. Really? Did you own these? I have never heard of these, and well, I mean, I wasn't born in 1988 yet, but yeah, that's weird, man. Somebody thought this was a good idea. I wonder what they're going for these days. Hold on, action figures. Oh, $350. Well, $40 for this one, which looks kind of beat up. I can't imagine that. Oh, this one's mint in box. Well, not quite mint in box, but $180 for Brigadier General. Yeah, Brigadier General. Oh, that's so stupid. They didn't actually move. They were more like Funko Pops. Huh. Gross and also stupid, which is exactly what kids wanted back then, and probably still today. I remember there was a ton of like gross out stuff that I would see commercials for when I was a kid, and they'd always have like the boys, and they'd be like cooking something up, and then they'd go show the girls, and the girls would be like, ah! and the boys would like high five because they scared their sisters or whatever. And I'm like, that is so stupid. All I ever wanted from those commercials was, what was it called? Crossfire. It was like the game where it's a 2-player game and you shoot silver balls at each other and try to score. And I just remember the commercial be like, crossfire, you'll get caught up in the crossfire. And I always wanted it and I never had it. I think my next door neighbors had it, or like down the street or whatever. And then we tried playing it once and it was just like very lackluster. It didn't quite do, it wasn't quite as action packed as the commercial would have you believe. But I had one of my friends growing up was super into Ninja Turtles. Also super into Lego Pirates. And just like pirate stuff in general. Wow, shark just took a big bite out of me. Let's get some flowers here for some painting. And I don't know, he was a couple years older than me. Which is, I don't know. He was from that, I don't want to say a generation because we're probably from the same generation, but that couple of years older than me kids who were really into those 80s cartoons, whereas I was way more into like Rugrats and SpongeBob eventually, and all the Nicktoon stuff. So I didn't grow up with He-Man, I didn't grow up with G.I. Joe. I think I ended up playing with G.I. Joe, but I don't think I owned any. I mostly had Legos. Which, you know, I'm fine with. Although, finding out how expensive they were, I wonder, like, why my parents put up with that. It's like, they're just toys. How are they so expensive? Turns out, because they're great. And I remember, at one point, my mom bought me some Mega Bloks. And they were such garbage that I had to segregate them from the real Legos. I didn't want to throw them out because, you know, they were my toys, but they were so bad, like such low quality. I didn't want to ever use them together. Although I think Mega Bloks did have the license at the time for Jurassic Park themed sets. Pretty much all toys were pretty expensive. I mean, give your kid a stick. Kids love sticks. They'll hit each other with them. They'll pretend that they're guns. It's great. Shoot, I was a teenager and I was still playing with sticks. We'd go out into the woods this is when I lived in Germany. We just go out into the woods and we'd pretend we were on like an army mission because all our dads were in the army, of course. And we'd be like sneaking around and shooting, or like pretending to shoot stuff with the sticks like they were guns. Or maybe that's a uniquely American thing, I don't know. Like normal kids don't go around, in other parts of the world, don't go around shooting at each other. All right, we got some flowers here. Let's chuck those in the bin. All right, time to do some painting. So I was thinking, so you know, we need some light first. Let's get some light going. So I would like perhaps a metal lantern. And we'll see how this looks if I put it in the piano room. Like right there, maybe? Oh yeah, that lights up pretty good. And this damn seagull's back to attack my scarecrow. Hey, get out of here. And I think, okay, we still got some strawberries. Let's load those up. So what other kind of toys did I have as a kid? I had Legos. I had a Sega. That was pretty cool. I never had a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo. I just had a Sega, which admittedly is maybe was better growing up. I don't know. Because I had a friend that I went to who had a Super Nintendo. And I remember playing a game called Biker Mice from Mars. That's another, speaking of Ninja Turtles and Street Sharks, that's another one of those weird cartoons / toy lines. Oh, okay. Rich man Rillip over here had a Nintendo and a Sega. I bet you were the party house. Kids would just be begging to come over. All right, let's make some smoothies. I don't know why I'm like putting in all this work, having already finished the game. I guess it's just, I don't know. It gives me something to do while we talk about like boys and pirates and stuff. So I will, you have my word on this, I will attempt to figure out a way to run Tropico 2. I'll have to see if there's a patch or something that's been released that allows you to do it. You had a Tandy? What the heck? Why? That's such a weird thing to have. Who was it? There was like a rapper who was bragging about having a PC Engine or TurboGrafx 16. I'm like, that is like, really? You had a TurboGrafx 16? When everybody else had a Sega or a Nintendo, you were the one weird kid with the TurboGrafx? I guess. You know, if you got it. Wow, we have a lot of banana seeds. Heck, I wish I had more strawberry seeds. Let's water those. And then I have to go up to my water thing. Also, if you guys are wondering why I keep crouching, it's because I have to keep muting my mic because I keep sneezing. And it really sucks. I've been sneezing all day. I'm hesitant to take the allergy pills on top of the stuff they gave me for shingles. Because at this point, I am now officially old and I have to make sure that I don't mix my medications lest I cause an unwanted reaction. I guess I probably should have asked about that. Like, hey, am I still okay to take my allergy pills so I don't die of sneezing? I know what we need more metal. Yeah, we definitely need more metal. We only have 6 ingots. Titanium would be good too. Oh, I also need to keep the recycler loaded. We don't quite have enough trash cubes. Oh, you know, while we're talking about Street Sharks, wait, a shingles vaccine? Or I actually got shingles, really. Like, I'm actually sitting here covered in like gross rashy bumps that are super itchy, which is why I don't have the webcam on, because I feel gross. And yeah, so that's where my life is right now. Yeah, I'm freaking. Yeah, I know, right? Wait. Oh, we're back at Tangaroa. That's actually perfect. I wasn't planning on coming here, but I guess we can stop and pick up some strawberry seeds. Yeah, I'm like, what's next? I'm gonna get arthritis, and then I'm gonna get COPD, and then I'm gonna get dementia, and then I'm gonna die. I'm like, I'm 33. Like, what the heck? This is ridiculous. I had chickenpox. That's how you get it. If you have chickenpox as a kid, you can turn around and get shingles as an adult. It's crazy. I don't know. When I was reading about it, so all right, so for the full timeline on this, I like got an itchy spot on my back like last Friday or Thursday, and I'm like, that's weird. I wonder if, like, I don't know, I have some like weird skin thing. Okay, then it popped up on my side. I'm like, okay, that's unusual. And then my wife was like, you should probably like see a doctor or something. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll make like an appointment. And then they're like, send pictures. And then after I had sent pictures, I'm like, huh, let me just like do a quick Google search to see if it could be something and maybe I can identify it. And I'm looking up skin rashes, and it's like, if it's just on one side of your body, it's probably shingles. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It's like what 50, 60-year-old people get. Why am I getting it? Yeah, it is not monkeypox, fortunately, Rilla. I'm glad about that. I picked the worst time to get shingles. Yeah, really. Hey, it wasn't my decision. The decision was made for me by a virus that had lain dormant in my body for like 20 years, 25 years even. I think I got chickenpox when I was like between 7 and 8. And now I have to just like exist. Anyway, now we're gonna stop at Tangaroa here and pick up some extra strawberry seeds. The map generation in this game is so weird. I don't know how I feel about it. So basically how it works is it generates an endless world. It's like Minecraft. And as you sort of move a certain distance away from landmarks, it will regenerate those landmarks closer to you. So if you drive away, and then that island will despawn, and then it will respawn again. So there's an infinite amount of these islands, or in this, I guess it's like a floating city, whatever. And if you drive around long enough, you'll spawn another one. I got parked kind of far away from the slide. Whatever. I'll be fine. Actually, let me get some food and drink first. So I am fortunate. I didn't get the monkeypox, which is good. I gotta recharge the battery too. This game has so much busy work in it. I don't know how they expect you to play solo. I was trying to play solo, and there was just constant back and forth. And the shark would attack, and then I'd have to plant the crops, and there'd be a seagull I have to kill. And it just got so overwhelming. It's just, I just told my friend, I'm like, hey, do you want to play this game with me? Because there's no way I can play it solo. And then together we were able to beat it. The freaking seagull's back again. There, he's dead. All right. Let's harvest this stuff. So if you're going to play this game, definitely play it with a friend, unless you are a masochist. And even then, I think there's better ways to be a masochist these days. Have you heard of Elden Ring? Give that one a go. All right, what do we need? Food. Have some more shark dinner. Have a little bit of that. All right. Go snag some strawberries and bananas and stuff. All right, what were we talking about? Oh, right, street sharks. So I think I showed this on stream before, but has everybody seen the Vin Diesel at the Toy Fair shilling street sharks? I mean, I'll show it again here in a second because it's so funny. But it's 1994. It's Vin Diesel in like a leather vest, no shirt. And he's just going hard trying to sell these crappy toys at a toy fair. And all right, I just need strawberries. I don't care about the bananas. Strawberry. Strawberry. Hello, strawberries? No strawberries in here. Okay. You've never seen Vin Diesel shill street sharks? Oh man. All right, we got to watch that right now. Hold on, chat. Vin Diesel Toy Fair. All right, here it is. All right, now I have to do this. There we go.
We're looking at Boomer. This is Boomer. He's got the biggest mouth of them all. He's the whale shark. Say hello to that.
I did not want to subscribe to this.
Pound and his power slam. Very deadly. He loves to tenderize the competition before he eats them. Then we've got Sledge the Hammerhead. Sledge the Hammerhead loves to floor the competition with the flying headbutt. You got me? He's the leader of the Street Sharks. He's a great right. He's got real shark skin, and his special power is the right hand roundhouse punch. He sends the competition to a watery grave.
Boom.
Boom! Death. I want to show you something up close and personal. I've got something here with such fantastic detail, it's gonna blow you away. Hand shark!
This is so cringe.
Good shush! Rocky Balboa action.
There you go. So, yeah, that's Vin Diesel doing a Street Sharks. Let me switch back to the game here. I don't know if I'd call it cringe. It's definitely of its time. That was just kind of how things were back then for toys. Wait, where the heck are we? We're here. I like the hand shark. I especially like the fact that the names aren't necessarily finalized, or he's just making them up on the spot. Because that character's name is not Boomer. I already have this. Let me pick this up. I don't know what his name is, but it's definitely not Boomer. Probably. Isn't there one named Slamu? Wait, what the heck? Like Big Slamu or something? And then, so he pulls out the hand shark. He grabs on to one of the other action figures on the table. And he goes, "Agoosh goosh." And then he does the Rocky Balboa action, which is very... when did that movie come out, actually? I guess it would have been a much more popular series in the early 90s than it is today. Like 30 years later, almost. What are we getting here? I guess I can stop by the vending machines. Maybe they've got something that I would like. All right. Do they have unique plants? They do have unique plants. I'll get one of each. Just buying some plants here. 1, 2, hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Okay, I guess it doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we got some special plants. What else do we want? Maybe some special paintings. I don't know how much I care about that. We already have the piano. And no, I have that painting, so I guess I'll just get the rest. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, there we go. Go decorate the raft. So that, I don't know if Vin Diesel wants that to be buried or what, or if he even remembers it. And Hex, as far as seeing a Vin Diesel movie, he was the voice of the Iron Giant in The Iron Giant. He was also the voice of Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy. And he's in the Fast and the Furious movies, so maybe you've seen those, maybe you haven't. I know I haven't. Got a little art gallery going on here. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at these beautiful works of art that I'm showing off to everybody who visits my raft. And then one more right there between the windows. Beautiful. So classy. He was the titular, yes, he was in the Chronicles of Riddick. So if you've seen those, I guess that is something. Wait, what the heck? How do I plant this? What the heck? Does this not plant? Is it? Oh, it hangs. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. They don't all hang, do they? Assume they don't. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, looks great. Got a little, like a fancy little apartment going here. That's a little bit much. Push that back a little bit. Oh, it's going through the window, or going through the wall. I don't like that. We want it to be just right. Perfect. Yeah, you close up that door. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna use these little mini, they kind of look like bamboo, but I think they're meant to be like little palm trees. Or some kind of palm tree. Also, can we just talk about how gross the frame looks compared to the rest of the interior here? Oh, that's a little one. That's perfect for my shelf here. I was looking for a tiny plant. There's another one too. That'll work just fine. Okay, and we can put the rest of them that we're not using right. Oh, never mind. We can only fit 4. Huh. What does this one do? Just a little plant. Like right there. Like that one. Couple of beautiful decorative plants. What, I know he's been in a few things. He's not in a lot. So if you haven't seen, I think he's been in 34 movies total on IMDb that I know of. And I remember that because it was looked up recently when we were talking about him being in that toy fair, because we were trying to figure, oh, he was in Saving Private Ryan. That was the, like, his big break as an actor, I think. Ah, boy, we got too much food, not enough to do with it. Make some delicious coconut chicken, which for some reason involves a mushroom and seagull meat. So that's cool. I mean, I feel like a seagull meat would probably taste quite similar to chicken. That's just a guess. I've never had it. I've never eaten a seagull. But it just seems to me that if you were going to eat seagull, it would taste an awful lot like chicken, because they're both birds. But then again, like, turkey doesn't taste a whole lot like chicken, so maybe that's a bad example. All right, let's get cruising here. Next stop will hopefully be a, what's the word? A trading post. We're looking for a trading post. So yeah, so he's been in a lot of movies, and I guess you wouldn't consider Guardians of the Galaxy to be a Vin Diesel movie any more than you would consider it to be a Bradley Cooper movie or a Chris Pratt movie. It's an ensemble, like most of the MCU movies are. Except maybe the earlier ones where it was like, okay, you got Iron Man, that's a Robert Downey Jr. thing. You got Captain America, that's Chris Evans. You got Thor, that's Chris Hemsworth. Well, actually, mostly, I feel like those early Thor movies were really carried by Tom Hiddleston. Chicken is the taste your brain assigns to any meat that doesn't have a strong taste. You're saying chicken doesn't have a strong taste? That's why it doesn't taste very good? All right, give me the battery. Needs a recharge. Go ahead and look at the big battery. I need to make more of these big batteries, I think. I burn through so much batteries. Get in there. Yeah, we're full on wood. I never thought I would get to the point in this game where I'd have too much wood. Because in the early game, you need so much wood for everything. Now I want chicken. I just had chicken for dinner too. Now I want more. I think it was from Dairy Queen. Which, if you don't have a Dairy Queen near you, I wouldn't recommend going there for food, but it's also not the worst. It's like it's an acceptable fast food place. All right, we need to find a use for this wood, chat. I was considering building an observation deck. Hex says, Evolution wants you to like chicken because it's good food, but it doesn't have its own taste, so it assigns a fake taste to it. How unusual. So strange that it would assign a taste to something that has no taste. All right, so we have all this room to work with down here. Maybe we look at some... Oh, a rug could be... That doesn't use wood, though. I guess an outhouse. I could build the poop deck. I was considering building a bathtub, but I don't know that I have any place to put it. Because this is sort of the living quarters area. I guess I could go right here. Or over here by the piano, but then the bees. But yeah, I'm okay with chicken. Chicken is not my favorite food. I think chicken is a lot better when you realize that there is more to it than just the chicken breast part. Like chicken wings are really good, even without the flavor necessarily, or the seasoning or the sauce. And chicken thighs are probably my favorite part of the chicken. Just like you could just cook those up and I would eat them and be perfectly content. I could put some fences around here. It does look a little bit dangerous to be walking around now that I think about it. With no railings. So let's throw down some nice wooden railings here. Okay, and we'll leave a gap, of course. That'll look weird if I put something there. And then like that. Okay, that looks good. And we'll leave the gap in the front. Oh no. I goofed it up, chap. Luckily I have a ton of wood, so it doesn't matter. Chicken is a good medium for... Yeah, it is. It does... Since it's such a neutral flavor, it does a good job of just letting you assign whatever flavor you want to it, right? Yeah, leave the hole there. Okay, so we'll make some holes here. So we don't need a hole there. We do want a hole here, I think. And then maybe one right aligned with the wheel. And that should be the same on both sides now. Okay, well that looks pretty good. It's definitely a minor improvement from just the open floor plan design that I had. So what besides chicken? Something like tofu, I think I found has a pretty similar thing going on where by itself it's not great, but it holds flavors really well and it has such a neutral taste to it that you can just put whatever with it and it'll taste like that thing and it'll taste good. So I haven't had tofu in a while, actually. When was the last time I had tofu? I don't even know. I have to ask Emmykins. She likes it more than I do. But I don't hate it as much as some people probably do. They're like, tofu, I'd rather have meat. And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, if you're not having meat, then here's something else you could also try. It is not meat, but still tastes good. Bread is pretty neutral. Yeah, it depends on the kind of bread. Like sourdough is not a neutral flavor, but just like plain white bread is pretty neutral. Stuff like that. All right, I should probably look for a big island here to go hit up the trader. Battery needs to get recharged. All right, we're looking for a big island. Hey, there's one right there. There's a little island. Don't care about that though. So let's point towards this island. So if you're wondering, the green dot is the island we're shooting for. And we're just gonna hold it like that. Turn off the radar. Let the engines do the rest of the work. Speaking of bread, what is everybody's favorite sandwich? I was trying to think about this the other day. I think I would have to go with a tuna sandwich is probably my favorite. It has a unique flavor. It's not quite as like I like lunch meat, but I feel like a lot of lunch meat, the flavors run together. So if you gave me like, here's a turkey sandwich, here's a chicken sandwich, here's a ham sandwich, I would eat it and be like, yep, this definitely tastes like a sandwich, but I wouldn't be able to tell like at first bite. Hex says, I can't think of a favorite. I like a lot of them. Is there a like particular type of sandwich, I guess? Not necessarily a, because there's a big difference between like a Reuben and a cold cut sandwich and a like a BLT. They're all very different types of sandwiches, but they still fall into the sandwich category. Seafood would all go in my dislike sandwich list. So no tuna for you? No lobster sandwich, which apparently Subway had at one point. They had lobster. Room temperature lobster sitting out all day. Delicious. Does anybody else smell botulism? Maybe that's why they stopped serving it. Relip says, I like tuna as a slab, like a tuna steak, but shredded tuna on a sandwich is no thank you. That's too bad. I remember as a kid I liked tuna, but then I went over to a friend's house at one point, and for some reason they put like relish in their tuna, and I thought I was going to throw up. Like, they're like, hey, do you want a tuna sandwich? I'm like, yeah, of course, I love tuna sandwiches. And then I'm like, what are these green flecks in the tuna? What happened to the tuna? Why is this in there? Like, I don't think I even asked. I think I just instinctively knew something was wrong and refused to eat it. And I would have been like 5 or 6 at that point. McDonald's had a lobster burger? Ugh. Why? It's gross. Lobster burger. Boy, what'll they think of next, huh? All right, let's get these heads into the biofuel Finaroonie. We have a lot of fish. Let's throw a salmon in there. There we go. Big old salmon. We got some honey. Yeah, this game is a little bit weird with its recipe for biofuel. I don't know why biofuel needs honey, but it does. Hex says, I'm thinking relish would help hide the taste of tuna. Well, just don't eat a tuna sandwich if you don't like it. Don't put, like, all I want on a tuna sandwich is the tuna from the can or from the pouch or whatever, and some mayonnaise. That's all it needs. You don't have to put anything else on there. You can do like a tuna melt, that's fine. You put some cheese on there and then grill it up, that's good. But you don't have to put like vegetables on there or like a sauce besides mayonnaise. It's a very simple sandwich. That's what I like about it. I can make it myself. Hex says honey is pure sugar, so I guess it's reasonable. Oh, I never thought about that. Do you need sugar to make biofuel? I guess we're living on a raft with like animals running around. So it makes sense that something makes sense with that. Sprinkler. Sprinkler. Good to go. All right, where's that island? How far away are we? Like 600 meters. Can you imagine getting a map like this in GeoGuessr? Just plops you in the middle of the ocean. I think I've seen photospheres like that, but you don't typically get them in the normal game. I think you have to play special maps that include them. That cool island over there just poking up. This is how the Polynesians did it. You just set out and there you go. Stuff that gives the body energy is often packed with usable energy. And you Googled honey as biofuel and you're getting results for raft. Yeah. Because the honey's not used for anything else in this game. It's only used in the biofuel refinery. Like when I first got it, I'm like, oh cool, you can like eat the honey, I guess. I don't know. But no, you can't eat the honey. You put it in the biofuel refinery and you make biofuel to power the engines. And that's it. What were they thinking? All right, let's go check on the recycler. Need more cubes. Get those cubes going. So I'm hoping I can purchase the last of the blueprints tonight. I would like that. We got rocks. There's some rocks in there. The merchants don't mind if I include some rocks in there. Got some leather we could use. We've got some hinges we could use. I won't be using these anytime soon. Are you kidding me? Got some leaves. There we go. Full up. Hey, there's the big island. Okay, are we gonna have to fight a big bird? Yep, looks like we're gonna have to. Maybe not if I can just stick to the side with the merchant. There's some other game. Rilla, are you gonna be playing on the Minecraft server that Urban and Matt Comard and Ice King are all setting up? I'm super looking forward to that. Well, I mean, not that much. I feel like I've gotten my fill of Minecraft over the years, but it might be fun to play with other people from the community, you know? Also, is this song just on repeat? Hold on, we need some better music here. Pirate music. Let's try that one. Oh, it's not right. There we go. Is the music gonna play or what? Okay, it is playing, it's just kind of quiet. That's fine. It doesn't need to overwhelm me. Really, says, I don't know, I've never played Minecraft on the PC. Wait, really? What the heck? I thought you were a gamer. Now I'm just finding out that Rilip is not an actual gamer. I thought everybody had played Minecraft. That's how they made like $1 million Brazilian dollars. Let's grab these trade cubes and these trade coins. And we'll go right. Here's this guy. What a jerk. So we're gonna have to fight this big bird. Maybe I could just avoid him. Be quick. You played it on PlayStation with your kids. Okay, I mean, I guess, yeah, if you got kids and that kind of stuff. Well, Minecraft came out like 2011, 2012. Maybe 2010, I don't remember exactly when. I remember I first saw it when I was in Afghanistan. So I was playing on this tiny little netbook, it was called. It was like a tablet before they had tablets. And it did not run very well, but I still loved playing it. It was so much fun. And it was obviously early days of Minecraft, so nowadays they've got like a million different kind of blocks. Back then they just had a handful. Oh, hello. Oh, he got me. All right, where are you going, buddy? Yeah, these birds are really annoying. If you ever play this game, you just have to get used to fighting them. Or avoiding their rock attacks, which I guess is another option. But they're on... There's one on one of the story islands. I guess that's the only mandatory encounter with this thing. Otherwise, they're flying around some of these bigger islands and just being obnoxious. All right, I'm just gonna go down and pick up a rock. Way the heck over there for some reason. Is the version on PlayStation? Because that's the console version. How different is that from the actual PC version? Because I know my nephew plays on his iPad, which I assume is different from... Oh, what the heck? Where'd he go? I hate these birds so much. And I've only ever played on PC, so I don't know what the... Like, what is different, what's missing, what is added, or any of that stuff. There we go. All right, and he's gonna go land somewhere, presumably. Oh no, I lost him again. How does this keep happening? Oh, there he goes. Get him. Got him. All right, well, that takes care of that stupid thing. Really, because my understanding is that combat is different and the recipe book makes crafting easier. Well, the recipe book has been added to the PC version, so I don't know how much easier it is nowadays. I'm sure you've seen me mention a Vintage Story several times, which is what I prefer as far as Minecraft likes go. All right, I would like to purchase some salmon salad, a spicy pine berry. Actually, do I care about swimming fast? Actually, kinda, yeah. A wardrobe. Yeah, I don't care about the wardrobe. Buy the red beet shot. Then hearty stew. We'll buy that. I already bought all these. And then I think I just need the canteen. All right. And then we'll pick up some... Pick up some silver. I'll pick up some mushrooms. And some algae. And some chili. And some turmeric. Oh, I'm out of trade coins. I better buy some fishing bait so I can get more trade coins. And I believe that should be it for blueprints. So if we go unlock that, I should get an achievement here. Well, I guess we'll find out if you end up playing on the server how Minecraft is different. So the spicy pine berry. We'll put that up here. And the red beet shot, put up next to it. So that's 2 beets, 1 coconut, and 1 turmeric. And then 1 pineapple, 2 strawberries, 1 chili. And for the salmon salad, that's going to be a salmon, a mango or a pineapple, a silver algae, and a turmeric. Ugh. There's some expensive ingredients. And what the heck is this? I don't even know what that ingredient is. Like blueberries? The heck? Where do you even get that? Okay. The thing's full again. Let me move these out of here. There we go. Oh no. Okay, get the coconuts out of there too. That ought to do it. And we'll throw the... Alright, I have these other recipes. Oh, jeez. Okay, coconut, sure. Is this from Assassin's Creed? For some reason, wait, no, this is the same song that we were listening to before. Let me go to the next one. There we go. And I think we're good. In fact, we're so good, I think we're gonna stop playing Raft. We're gonna play something more fun. In fact, I have an awesome idea here. You guys are gonna love this. Because it was so much fun last time. I am still kind of bummed I couldn't get Tropico 2 to stream properly. But I guess that's the downside of trying to play an old game that doesn't really work. What the heck? What is going on here? There we go. And then we'll go here. There we go. This is what the people want. Let me see if we can find a terrible, terrible map. A complete Oceania. Islands in the middle of the ocean. Here we go. This is perfect. Expert. Average score 5,000. All right. Islands in the middle of the ocean, chat. Well, we're screwed already. All right, let's see what information we can get. So the sun is in the south, so we're in the northern hemisphere. What do the buildings look like? Is there anything on that van? Francisco, chat. This looks kind of Mediterranean-y. Like just looking at the rocks. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So let's see if those buildings give us any information. Also, is the Kerbal still curbing along? Yeah, he is. He's curbing along just fine. He's doing a great job. All right, take me. Wait, there's like a hut. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This looks like some kind of bunker, chat. So that's probably a holdover from like World War II or something. What does this say? HGT. Unfortunately, that doesn't actually give us any information. Can we get a closer look at these cars, I wonder? Oh, it's so close. All right, get me. Oh no, it took us back down the hill. Damn it. Okay. So these cliffs could be anywhere. I don't want to just be like, oh, it's the cliffs of Dover. Obviously, everybody knows that. Let's see if we can get a better look. That does look like an EU license plate. I see the blue on the left and it's a long boy. Unfortunately, this pile of rocks keeps getting in the dang way. There we go. Oh, maybe there isn't a blue. No, that looks pretty blue. I'm thinking Mediterranean. So that could be a Greek island. It could be like Crete. It could be Cyprus. It could be one of the Aegean Islands. It could be Malta. It could be this guy. This little fella here. Balata de Turkey. Rainbow Yeti's here. Hey! You know what? I was thinking about you. Because I'm planning to start up RimWorld again next week. I think I've finally recovered enough to feel comfortable starting it again. Also, do you know where this is? Can you tell me what island we're on? Because I have no idea. There was the bunker. That was the only thing. Like, this looks deserty. I'm gonna say, let's try this little guy. See how far we are. Oh my gosh, we were so close, chat. What the heck? All right, I'm feeling pretty confident now. Let's go, next round. Rimworld indeed, yes. All right, this looks Australian, but I don't, hold on. Are we driving on the left? Notice, no littering. There's a FedEx truck, so it's maybe, oh, there's an American flag. Okay, so this is, where the heck do we have American flags and pine trees on an island and red dirt? Oh, you're having tacos? Oh, I want tacos now. The only place I can think of would be like, probably not the Santa Catalina Islands. Could be up here off the coast of Washington, but I'm also thinking maybe like up here in Alaska. So let's follow the road a bit. Maybe we'll get a sign that'll tell us a little more. So this is probably some kind of national park. Just think, oh, that's just a speed limit sign. It doesn't matter. But this sign up here could be a little more promising. Terminal. Excuse me, terminal? This is an airport? Where the hell are we? Alaska or, oh, that's true. I guess it could be the East Coast, right? I don't know. The red dirt is leading me to go West Coast, just for no particular reason. All right, take me down the road here. So if this is some kind of airport, we have to get an idea. Oh wait, there's a big one up here. Big ol' sign. Oh, that's, oh, this is Hawaii. Okay. Really? They have fir trees in Hawaii? I guess I should have known that. So Kaumalapau Harbor and Lanai City and Manele Bay. So I guess we just need to find Manele Bay, which this is Malea Bay. There's Mama's Fish House, which sounds like a wonderful place to eat, I'm sure. This is Maui. I'm sure I've told you guys, I lived on Oahu. So this probably isn't Hawaii. I should blow this up a bit so I can actually see what that guy I'm doing. All right, so we're looking for these places. Lanai City. Wait, Lanai, isn't Lanai? Lanai right here. Lanai City. So this is the airport. So presumably we're like right around here. Boom. Oh, there was an actual road that goes to it. So 5,000 points. Isn't red dirt oxidized iron? I think it's more like clay, but I guess it could be. All right, this is an island apparently. And this is a photosphere. So oh no, we can move. Hold on. Okay, we can move. So let's take a look at the license plates. Oh, it's at like a weird angle too. Did somebody just stick a GoPro on their car and they're like, yeah, this is the Google car now. Okay, let's go off what we got here. We have palm trees, so we're in a tropical climate. They're driving on the right side of the road. We haven't seen any signage yet, so we can't necessarily narrow it down. Google car, please stop driving on a 25-degree tilt. You're making me sick. It is. Wait, go back. There was, no, go back, go back. Take me back. There was a sign. Okay, and that sign says, Más que construcciones somos servicios. Toledo mattress. We're in Toledo. I know where that's in Ohio, right? I'm from Toledo. Can't help you. You're getting motion sick, really? It is kind of annoying. Let's try to find like one good sign. Ciudad. Oh, Ganadera. The woods. Well, I know that there are some Spanish islands here. The Canary Islands. But I don't know that Ganadera is somehow related to that. All right, let's head down the list here. Oh, that looks surprisingly Western Hemisphere as far as that crossing goes. No E. E is not allowed. Wait, you said that looks like something else on their roof? Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody just stuck a GoPro on top of their car and they're like, I'm the Google car now. What are you gonna do? Nueva. No horse ride. What? No horse riding? Is that what that sign is? No hitchhiking, probably. All right, come on. Give me something to work with here. Give me like a road sign. Okay, what do we got here? Looks like a sports ball team. That is not a sign. That's just covering. No pasajeros. No passengers, chat. You have no carpooling, no nothing. Wait, oh, that's got like a crest on it. Maybe the crest is something. Police? Oh, this is big. Republica? Oh, Dominican Republic. Okay. There we go. So this is an island. It's probably just like right here in Santo Domingo, if I had to guess. Yeah, there you go. And that's what we look for. Okay, this is definitely South Pacific. Unfortunately, it's a photosphere, so that's all the information we're gonna get. If I had to guess, there's no sun in the sky that we can. I mean, the sun is in the north, I guess, by like a lot. So let's say we've got. Do we split the difference and just go right here, or maybe we aim for like a larger one? Like Fiji or American Samoa or something. Let's go right here. Ooh, wow. Not too bad. I mean, it was still 672 miles, but that's like half points. And we have a black screen, chat. Excuse me. Take me back to the start. I think we got a broken one. Let me refresh. There we go. Okay, this is someplace cold now. Wow. All right, those are some big old mountains there. And I believe these are penguins, so we know we're in the south. Unfortunately, I have no idea. Like, this just looks like Antarctica to me. So maybe it's one of these Antarctic islands. It's not Iceland, because Iceland, unless these are puffins, but penguins only live in the south. So it would have to be like South Georgia, maybe. Or just Antarctica in general. But Antarctica's not an island. Could be McMurdo Station. That's a place that I would think of that they would have like a photosphere. Unfortunately, that's, if you look north from there, we're not necessarily seeing. Okay, so if we're looking south, yeah, I don't think that's right. Well, let's check some other islands here. We've got James Ross. I don't know what that is. Machu Picchu base. Could be Machu Picchu base. Because if you look, it's like water all around. Let's just do here. I don't know how much I want it. Oh, wow. We weren't very far off at all. It was this island, Half Moon Island. Punta Payero. Nice. So we ended up getting a pretty decent score there, 21,000, which is probably way above the average, honestly. Let's do another ocean one. Like maybe there's like a pirate themed one, since it's like pirate night. Pirate themed mini golf courses. Yes, please. I love mini golf. All right, this is Treasure Island Golf, located in beautiful sunny Florida. Clearly, look at this. This is flat as a pancake. Oh, this golf course looks amazing. All right, let's check the license plate. I don't think this is Florida because they've done a good job blurring out the license plates, but it's not quite good enough. La Quinta, 49th Avenue. All right, let's take a look here. Business 17 Kings Highway. Treasure Island parking. Okay, I don't know that area code. Could this be Florida? Doesn't seem like it. No front license plates though. Now that's leading me to believe it's Florida. 48th Avenue. There's Friendly's, which I know is like a southeastern chain. Like, where else are you gonna see this kind of stuff? It's just jungle right next to a residential or like a built-up area. Was that a Dunkin' Donuts? No. It's a Carolina Roadhouse. Could we be in South Carolina or North Carolina, chat? All right, take me to... All right, Highway 17. Let's start in Florida. Where the heck's Florida? Florida. Let's start here and we'll work our way up. 17 right there. That's the wrong 17 though. We're looking at this 17. South Business. All right, show me 17, please. Winter Haven. Oh, look at these gross lakes. There's probably an alligator in every one of these lakes too. Okay, so we are going southwest on 17, I think. Yep. So where can you go southwest on 17? You can go southwest on 17 here. This turns into 92. You go southwest here. Cottonmouth Airboats. Hey. Buckland Mobile Home Park. Did I ever tell you guys when I lived in Texas that I would drive past a place called San Cristobal Mobile Home Community? And it seemed so full of itself. It's like, you're a trailer park. Like, just own up to it. Don't try to sound fancy. This is southwest. Now we're going north. Okay, so that's obviously not it. So we could be here. I guess we just want to keep our eyes open for anything that could be that. This is probably... Oh, no, there's too many highways. I don't know where we... I think it's this one right here. That's 423. Where the heck did 17 go? Oh, no. Well, I think we've lost the 17 at this point. Does it just stop being 17 at some point? 400. That's 400. Oh, there's 17. There's a Wendy's. Gibson Truck World. Pat's Liquor, Leaf, and Wine. Bourbon and craft beer. Interesting. You find so many interesting places when you're checking out these maps. Whoa, okay, we've hit Lake Monroe apparently. Okay. All right, so it's not there. Maybe we should go further south because we've been going north this whole time. And oh wait, this could have something. Chico's Mexican. No. Keep going north, keep going north. Could be down here. 5-star pizza? 5 stars, I'll take that. I had some homemade pizza for lunch today. It was like leftover pizza, but still, it's pretty all right. I don't want to say it was the best pizza I've ever had, because, you know, that's a tall order to say that something is the best pizza you've ever had. Okay, come on, give me something here, game. Spring Bluff, Buck Swamp Road. Yeah, that's a place I want to live near. Buck Swamp. All right, we're taking the 17. Still following it. I think maybe so now we're in Savannah. So we're in Georgia now. How far does the 17 go? Rilla had falafel and chicken pitas tonight. Oh, that sounds amazing. I haven't had falafel in so long. I had never had it until I started taking my Arabic class when I was in the army, and then we had like cultural food exchanges, which were, you know, just an excuse to have food. And falafel was definitely up there. It's a lot like a hush puppy, right? Because it's like fried, not cornmeal, but ground up chickpeas. All right, we're heading back south because this place just looks like Florida to me, so I'm leaning Florida. All right, could be here. Ryan Subs and Sports Grill, and Buck as in deer. Probably, yeah. Or maybe it's named after somebody named Buck. Okay, so it's not here. Maybe it is here. No. Nocati. Where is Disney World? It's like near Orlando, right? Somewhere around here. I don't know. Not important. We're not going there. It's too hot. Fort Meade. Okay, so this is 98. So it's 17. And then it kind of merges with 98, I guess. And then splits back off into 17. So we're just gonna, okay, you know what? I'm going about this all wrong. Let's find another sign. Let's find an intersection that we can work with. Kings Highway. So let's find out where it's called Kings Highway. I think that'll help narrow it down a bit. So where in America do they love kings? Let's think of some places in America where they love kings. Georgia, that's named after King George. That's about it, right? Intercession City. St. John Young Parkway. So that's not it. St. John Young Parkway. So once it stops being St. John, whatever crap. Okay, 17 again. We are looking for. All right, let's keep driving a bit. So, mile 198, and we're going south. So if it's, so basically how these little mile markers work is from the border of the state, this is how many miles you've driven. Or alternatively, I guess if you're coming from the other way. So 200 miles from the border would be about, hold on, where's the border? Here. So we're either like here, but this doesn't seem right. No, this is 9. Okay, that's 17 right there. Now let's keep going. I don't think the mile markers are going to help very much. Magnolia Row. They have a Rambler, Precious Paws, Little White Dress, Bar Company, Melrose, Bad Hair Salon. I don't think you want to go there. And does it say 10-fold biscuit? Rainbow Yeti says, I didn't realize Orlando had all those lakes. Yeah, it's because Florida is just a giant swamp, right? So there's just, the lakes are kind of where, I guess swamp isn't necessarily the right word, but like marshes, estuaries, that kind of thing. So unlike the lakes up here in Minnesota, which are mostly just lakes, I think the lakes in Florida are typically, they have like grasses and reeds and stuff growing all throughout them. So you can't, it doesn't quite look like a lake necessarily. All right, come on. Hey, there's a Walmart. Is it a super center? It's a neighborhood market, it says. Is that different from a super center? Probably. Oh, look at the gas prices, chat. Wait. Gas prices? Wait a minute. Take me back. Wait, what the heck? Did the gas station get torn down? What the heck happened? Where are we? That's crazy. Yeah, look at that. The gas station got torn down or built, I guess. So weird. I guess judging by the prices, this is probably, okay, this says it's 2022. Oh, it's a Walmart this must have just got built then. Neighborhood market means it's basically just a grocery store. And yeah, we did, I forgot that changes tabs. Okay, here we go. Ripley's Aquarium of Myrtle Beach. There we go, Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach, chat. So we need to find Myrtle Beach. I actually don't know where Myrtle Beach is. Here it is, North Myrtle Beach. So we are in fact in either North or South Carolina. Then you just find Highway 17. And we go back to the start and we find the intersection, which is located here, 48th Avenue. And then you just go until you find 48th Avenue, which we're about to do. 38, wait a minute. 38th Avenue. And then it turns into 63rd. No, that's not how this is supposed to work with numbers. Myrtle Beach, what are you doing? Wait. Okay, Kings Highway. Hold on. So 70th, 64th, 63rd. And then they just kind of gave up and then they started naming them after other things? What the heck? Okay, 37th, 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 46th, 48th, right there. So we are... And there's the Friendlies, and there's Treasure Island Mini Golf right there. So boom. We got them, chat. Myrtle... No, this isn't an island. This is a... This map is pirate-themed mini golf courses. Pirate-themed mini golf courses. So here we are at Neptune's Kingdom. Games, miniature golf, and pool. I assume swimming pools, not like Santa Cruz. Okay, so Santa Cruz, that's easy. I know exactly where that is. Right there. Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. We just have to find out where specifically where. I've actually been here. Or I was here in the 90s when I was a little kid. I remember it being so much fun. And this is actually where they filmed the movie The Lost Boys with Kiefer Sutherland and the Coreys and everybody. And Relief says, I've been to the one at Myrtle Beach. It's pretty cool. It has a fire-breathing dragon. That does sound pretty cool. Okay, so Neptune's Kingdom right there. We're right in front of Neptune's Kingdom. Boom. Got him. Easy. Okay, this one looks a little bit less interesting. And this looks kind of like the Jersey Shore. For sale, Vikert Realtors, Linda Aquino, 609, 605. Okay, hold on. Let's check out these street signs. Yeah, I'm getting like real hardcore Jersey Shore vibes. So 33rd Street, and what's the other street that it intersects? Speed limit's 25. I guess it's not too big of a street. Also, I better check this music to make sure we're still good. Yeah, it's good. Oh, that's Raft. Let me close out a Raft. Okay, so we're on 33rd Street. If we go this way, what do we see? It's a stop sign and then nothing. Noise free zone. Noise violation fines doubled in this area. Oh, they're serious about that, huh? All right, so I guess the beach is this other way. But that was maybe a state flag, but it's just an umbrella. It's an American flag, but that we already knew that. So 33rd Street with no extra information. Mile 12, so we're not too far from the border. Let's see what highway we're on, though. Bridge. Weight limit 15 tons. I feel like pirates fight sea monsters, not so much dragons. Getting back to that. No outlet. All right, no outlets that way, chat. Oh, that's cool. Like a little lighthouse on this duplex here. It's kind of fun. Okay, road flooded when flashing. Save our historic St. Joseph's Church. Yes. Why though? Like if people don't go there, there's no reason to just keep it around. That's so I'm gonna get like flack for this, but whenever I hear about people like tearing down an old archaeological site, I'm like, I don't care. Like these people are long dead. Nobody uses it. It's just a bunch of rocks sitting out in a field somewhere. Like take some pictures, do some research, and then bulldoze over it so people living today can live there or whatever, work there. All right, so we got pedestrian path here. Yeah, this is gotta be, this is definitely East Coast. Wait, hold on, could be West Coast. Which way is the beach? This reminds me a lot of the Barrier Islands. Okay, here we go. Quality work, New Jersey. Yep, New Jersey. New Jersey. And I'm getting like this kind of general area. Ocean Avenue. I believe that. Also, if you guys can't hear, Kat is crying because Emmykin's left again. She like stopped in for a second to grab something, and now he is sad that she has left. So you may hear him crying. All right, so I'm assuming the beach is over here, past these bushes. Fiesta. If we could just find, all right, 16th Street. This isn't, are we on 16th Street? Or is 16th Street like right, because this isn't much of a street. Like this isn't a street. All right, come on, give me like a highway. What is this? Mashura Builders, 15th Street. All right. What do we got here? We're clearly right on the coast. We're in New Jersey. Let's try to find some place that has 15th, 16th streets. Those are avenues. Newark avenues. Well, where are we? We're in Belmar. Here we go. So 15th Avenue. So we're like right here right now. Let's head back. Cat is a drama queen. He kind of is sometimes, yeah. I mean, he's a cat. Aren't they all drama queens? They're like, oh, nobody like cares about me. Wah. We were going south, so we're looking for 33rd Street. I think I saw that actually. 2nd Avenue, 4th Avenue, Ocean Park. No, wait, now we're going backwards. Ocean Avenue. No, this might not be the right direction that I'm going. All right, let's head back. I feel like we were a lot closer when we were here. We got Newark. We have avenues. Oh my gosh. Pink Panther 91. Thank you. Just joined. Don't know who you are. I'm a follow because of your icon. You like my pirate Kerbal? Yeah, he's temporary while the webcam is. I'm not using the webcam, but if you enjoy Kerbals, I did play Kerbals before. I'll get back to it before KSP2 comes out, or I guess I'll play KSP2 when it comes out. Okay, come on. Where the heck? Now we're just lost. All right, let's go. Let's try going north. Because last time we went south, right? So that's 33rd Street. So the next one should be. Okay, well, we skipped 32nd, but now you know what I mean. So if we're going north, if the ocean is to our right, to the east, then we just need to find where that is. 2nd Avenue, Washington, Lincoln, Sylvania. Okay, come on. Heck Avenue. Yeah, heck. Oh, wait, here we go. No, these are streets, right? Not avenues. I could have swore I just saw the sign. Wait, there it is. No, that just says no outlet. Come on, man. I'm pretty sure I just made a craft guaranteed to go to Ike for urban now. What's so impressive about it? Because going to Ike is super easy. Oh, yeah, this is the way we just win, isn't it? Let's try going south then. Okay, south looks like it's taking us into town. Or maybe not. It's just more of these like weird residential buildings. Wait, here we go. There's a place called Ocean's Edge that looks like a hotel. There's a place called Themark. Okay, let's see here. Wait, is there coast to the west as well? No, that's like a... It's like a... like field or something. Spinnaker. All right, what does that street say? It says 35th Street. So we're looking for streets. We're not looking for avenues. Let's go back down. We are looking for streets, not avenues. How far down were we? Oh, geez. Okay, now I don't think we're on this. I think we've gone too far in a few places, chat. Ocean Avenue seemed right. But now I'm not so sure. All right, let's keep going south. There are some other buildings up here. Maybe we'll get some information. Red, White, and Brew Coffee Shop. Ooh, that's fun. Forza Fitness. The Atrium. Like a fancy club. Philip says, this holds 4 Kerbals, takes off from Ike, transits to Duna, and lands. Has science storage and takes up only half the cargo bay. It's ridiculously short. I mean, he is, yeah, he's accepting submissions for the payload, right? I was kind of interested in that. Sans condominium. Damn it. I was going to say like condominiums of X. Or wherever we are. Okay. This is 37th Street. Sundays ice cream. Ugh, that's a terrible pun. We have Queen Nails. Phil's famous pizzeria. Sea Isles. There we go. Sea Isles. Is that a place? Okay, so looking at New Jersey, and assuming that we're here on this part of the coast, we're looking for Sea Isles. Sea Girt, Point Pleasant Beach, Bay Head. Oh, they got a Wawa. Nice. Seaside Heights, Seaside Park, Island Beach State Park, Long Beach Road, Surf. Ooh, Surf City. That sounds fun. Wasn't that the place in the SpongeBob movie? Long Beach Island, North Beach Haven, Beach Haven. Okay. So maybe we're down here. Maybe we're, oh, Sea Isle City. There we go. So Sea Isle City, let's go back. So we just had to go way further south than I was. And we are looking at 33rd Street. So just go up to 33rd Street. Find Pirate Island Adventure Mini Golf. And there we go. All right, well, we're on the wrong street, but who cares? 5,000 points in the bag. There's a Surf City in North Carolina as well, near Emerald Isle. Oh, here we go. Wow. Pirates Cove, welcome. Oh, we could just get a better view of that sign. Okay, so this is definitely in the US because it has the area code and no like +1 or anything. I guess it could be Canada. I don't know how Canada works. All right, let's go find some signs. You guys know my standard operating procedure at this point. Extended Stay America. So that is the hotel, I guess. This must be some kind of Pirates Cove Adventure Golf. That sounds so much fun. Judging by the trees, this is some place that gets a winter. Since it looks like this is in the fall, a lot of the leaves are down. You got a Macy's furniture. Wait, Macy's Furniture Gallery? The heck? Since when does Macy's have furniture? That's weird. All right, we got a street sign up here. Ring Road and Venture Parkway. Okay, what is this? Mega Mart. Isn't that like the generic thing that all cartoons use when they need like a Walmart stand-in? I know King of the Hill had the Megalomart. I guess they're just saving some time. Massey's Furniture Barn is a chain store around here. Massey's? Because Macy's, I think of Macy's as a clothing store, which is why it was weird. Okay, what the heck is going on here? Testing drive-through. Servicio. So this is in the south because it's got Spanish as well. So this is maybe like Texas. It's definitely got Texas-y vibes. Commerce Avenue. All right, take me up this way. Let's take a look. Echo Park. Nope. Welcome. Hold on. There's a welcome sign. Gwinnett Place. That tells me absolutely nothing. They do buy used cars, however. So if you have any used cars, which you could probably get a much better deal somewhere else. Hold on. Georgia. Oakwoods. All right, Georgia. Zoom on in. All right, Georgia. Now we just have to pinpoint where. R2B2 Motors. R2B2 chat? What the heck? Und alla Volta? What the heck is going on here? That's weird. Atlanta. Okay, so Atlanta. All right. Well, that doesn't quite narrow it down. Atlanta's a pretty sizable city. But I guess at least we kind of have a basic idea, like a general idea of where in the country we are, which is a good start. And this is a place called Gwinnett Place, which might be the name of the Satellite Boulevard and Commerce Avenue. Georgia's so big though, I have no idea. Like I'm not familiar at all with any of the parts of Atlanta. Rilip is saying that Massey's Furniture Barn is unrelated but sounds alike. It does kind of sound alike. So we are looking for Gwinnett Place. I don't think we're gonna find it this far out. North side. Just like scanning here to see if we can see commerce or satellite. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that. Let's see if we can find some highway signs. Remember, you guys remember when we were in Japan and I was driving around for like 20 minutes looking for highway signs and we found the highway? But then, wait, Old Norcross Road East. So we're on the east side. And even though I had found what I was looking for, it did me no good because when we found it, it cut off and continued further south where I couldn't see it. That made me so mad. Like, why does Japan have their highway set up like that? That doesn't make any sense. Gerber. The Gerber haunted house chat. Oh, I know, Berber. It's the Berber haunted house. Also, where the heck? Why did we change lanes? Lara's truck sales. We have moved. Oh no, poor Lara's truck sales. They moved. Sullivan Drive. Satellite Boulevard. Wait, hold on. That is important. Something County Police, Gwinnett County Police Department. Okay, Gwinnett County. That doesn't tell me anything, does it? Because they don't break out counties on here. Damn it. Also, they're now hiring. If anybody lives in Gwinnett County, there's a great opportunity for you if you want to be a cop. All right, I think there's a sign up here. Yes, there is, but it just says Evergreen Boulevard, which gives me no information. Northmont, okay. How much time do we want to spend driving around Atlanta to find out where this mini golf course is? Islands at something center. Just one highway sign and we know exactly where we are. Children's. Just Children's. Children's something of Atlanta. Oh, they got free vaccines for children and adults 5 and up. Urgent. Okay, that's urgent care over there. Okay. You know, I wonder, you guys know about like the whole Sears debacle, speaking of Macy's, and how they used to be the biggest retail company in the US and they just like squandered it. Keep moving. No staying here. All right, this looks like it could have a this isn't even a highway. This is just a road in the US. All right, well, it says keep moving. I guess we better keep moving then. Mercedes-Benz of Atlanta Northeast. Okay. So here's Atlanta. Here's Atlanta Northeast. Here's Gwinnett Place. Pirates Cove Adventure Golf, baby. Boom. Got him. 5,000 points. Okay. Show tonight. Book now. Music Hall Cavern. This is mini golf. Treasure Island. Adventure Golf. Parking. Free. Okay, I guess it's parking is closed, so never mind. That's a weird sign. So this is not the US. Because we do not have this kind of sign in the US. We would have like a yellow sign that's just a triangle. Yeah, this looks more EU-ish to me. If I had to guess, musichalltavern.com, that's not a domain name. Funniest night of your holiday. So maybe the UK or Ireland? We're driving on the right though. Not the UK then. Wait, no, we're driving on the left now? What the hell? They got a McDonald's chat. Oh, it's wonderful. I don't know why wait, Bungalow Las Piteras? Could this be like Spain? Okay, what is this called? El Americano Restaurant. What the heck is this place? They have a steakhouse. that says they have Tex-Mex, but this is clearly not Texas or Mexico. Okay, I think they are. No, maybe they are driving on the left. Okay, they got taxis. They got the blue license plates. Wait, here we go. Arona. Karting. Go karts. Tenerife. There you go. Where's Tenerife? Is Tenerife? Yeah, Santa Cruz de Tenerife. So if we are in fact here on one of the Canary Islands, then presumably we would be, is that a statue? Kind of a cool statue there. We are, it does look like you can see the ocean down there. So if we're looking to the west, we would be on the other side of the island. Maybe not then. The Tenerife could just be throwing me off. Maybe that we're not on, although we are close to the coast. Yates. English breakfast, food served all day, kids area with bouncy castle. This has got to be like a tourist place that gets a lot of English tourists, because everything is in English. They got doner kebabs. Oh man. Cheapest prices, tobacco, cigarettes, smokers. Now's your chance. Siam Park, the Water Kingdom. Boy, they're really trying to sell this place. Okay, here we go. Maquinaria. Okay, catering equipment. Los Cristianos. Los Cristianos, chat. Los Cristianos, there it is. Okay. Playa de la Americas. That explains a little bit. Golf Las Americas. I don't think that's the one we're looking for, but we're pretty close. So we saw the McDonald's. We saw Hard Rock Cafe Tenerife. Mini Golf Santiago. That could be it. Although I feel like it would say that it is Pirate Golf, right? All right, let's go back to the start and try to get our bearings. So this is a place called Music Hall Tavern. Unless it is now Hard Rock Cafe Tenerife. Can we see Deli Delights? Hole in the Wall Irish Pub. If we had seen that, I would have just instant clicked to Dublin again. Okay, so this is on like a little roundabout. I don't think this is it, but I think it's close. So if we're looking to the east, so that's not it. Let's look around a little bit more. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Definitely in the right area. Monkey Park. Oh, they got a monkey park, chat? I want to visit the monkey park. Are you guys familiar with this? I don't know what city it is. It's a zoo in the US where apparently the orangutans, they have a button that they can press to like dump water on the guests that are watching them, because they're sadistic apes or something. Okay, come on. We're so close, chat. Mega Bowl. Okay, there's a roundabout. There's a roundabout. San Miguel Shopping Center. Activate Sports Club. No, because now we're like leaving the city. Wait. Okay. Vivo Mini Golf Treasure Island, right there. Found it. We're right on this roundabout. We're like right there. I knew it. Flawless. Get 25,000 on a map, which we just did. It only took us like an hour, but we did it. Realip says, I've not heard of that, but I would totally go watch people get dunked on. You don't want to get dunked on yourself? That's no fun. I can't believe how well we did on that map. That's nuts. Wait, there was one in oh, right, Santa Cruz, duh. That was amazing. Perfect score for each one. All right, let's do another pirate one. Pirates. Pirates. All right, this one's just called Pirates. Spot some cookies off the coast of your favorite pirate island. If you're lucky, you may even see a ship or 7. All right, start the game. Let's go. And we've lost. Maybe not. Hold on. I don't see any cookies. Wow, this... Holy cow. Wait. City. Okay, it looks like it got double shot. So a city to the southwest. So the ocean is to the north. But there's a city to the southwest. It's got like a... The photosphere is kind of goofy because it's like cutting off a bunch with the panorama. Ooh. Like, I want to say Malta, but I don't think Malta is quite... looks like that. Unless we're like here. But I feel like we would see... because we'd be looking north and then you'd see a city up here. Presumably. Oh crap, my blue got screwed up again. Whatever, you guys don't care about the blue. Palm trees? Are those palm trees? Shoot. Yeah, maybe not. I guess it could be like a Caribbean island, because this looks like an old Spanish fort or something. But that is a... that's a sizable city. Maybe it's like a tourist place. In which case... we say like the Bahamas. But where though? Jamaica? Probably not Jamaica, right? We're looking for something that has a... maybe like... no, I don't think this would be it. Santo Domingo, maybe? Or not the Dominican Republic? Yeah, because it's on the south side. I don't think that's it. Puerto Rico? No, I don't think so. Yeah, because this it would be like right here, and this doesn't look like anything. And Hex is asking, what's the stone? Limestone or sandstone? Boy, I wish I could tell you. This looks like cement. The brickwork here, like the stonework, looks more sandstony. Okay, let's look at the rock formations here. I don't know, could be limestone. Maybe this is like Mexico or something? Could be. Like up here? No. Let's see, where else in Mexico could it be? No. Maybe here? If we look north. So the ocean is like from the north? From the northeast to the northwest. Or to the west even. Huh. Alright. I don't feel like there's enough to go on here that I could spend that much time on it. So if we assume from the northeast is where the ocean starts and then it goes to the west, you would think it would be either here. I guess it could be Cancun. But no, because the northeast doesn't quite line up there. Havana, maybe? Oh yeah, maybe here. Yeah, hey, look at that. Holy moly. Oh, you meant the fort. It's less relevant if none of us knows what kind of stone is where. Yeah, exactly. But hey, I got that pretty dang close, huh? Almost got a perfect score. This is on a boat. I'm on a boat, chat? Okay, yeah, that looks like the Marine Corps. This could be the USS Constitution, but I don't know where it's docked. No, what is this? Okay, hang on, let's be smart about this. This is a museum ship, clearly. But I can't, if I could read that. So if I was a historic museum ship, where would I be docked? Probably in like Washington, D.C., right? Or like Annapolis? Because that's where the Naval Academy is. But this is a Marine Corps logo. Look up and down. I mean, we're just on a tripod. We can't go anywhere, though. We're trapped down here. So, I don't know how much, because there's like portholes. I wonder if is this more of an ironclad? Is this, like, what is this? My powers of deduction are impressive. Only on these ones. If I'm playing the actual game, I just get run over. Okay, so where's the Marine? I don't know why the Marine Corps would have a museum ship. I guess the Marines traditionally have served aboard ships, but I don't actually know where the Marine Corps whatever is, the headquarters. Does anybody know off the top of their head? Otherwise, I'm just going to pick Washington, D.C. and hope for the best. Because in, what is it? In Fallout 3, there just is a aircraft carrier chilling in the Potomac for some reason. Like, for no really good reason. The Capitol Wheel. That's the Capitol Wheel. Large Ferris wheel with water views. All right, that's cool. Fort Washington. We got Virginia, Maryland here. Yada yada. All right, let's I'm just gonna say Washington, D.C. I don't want to like spend too much time. Okay, it was up in Boston. Let's see what it was. It was in fact the USS Constitution. I knew it. I just didn't know where it was parked. Fallout 4 has a ship on a building. Isn't it like a flying machine ship though? All right, this is, oh yeah. Okay. I know where this is. I've seen advertisements for this so much. It is, oh, where is it? This is like the Atlantis Resort. I just have to find out where the heck it is. Let's try the Bahamas here. No, I don't think it's there. Don't these resort places just like own entire islands? They're just like, yeah, we're gonna buy this island and I guess you can like keep living here, but you have to work for the resort. Okay, so there's some settlements here. Hamilton's Cave. Dean's Blue Hole, chat. You guys want to go inside Dean's Blue Hole? Vast marine cavern and famous diving site. No, thank you. I've heard enough horror stories about cave diving to never want to do it. Dead Man's Key Settlement Airport. Doesn't look like an airport. Wawa Floor Stipple. What the heck? Wawa Floor Stipple? Is that a typo? No thanks, I'm good. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to go inside Dean's Blue Hole. Just stay away. Kingdom Hall. Ooh. Yikers. Alright, where the heck is this place? On a Whim, Chez Pierre, Lazy Acres. Cape Santa Maria Beach Resort. Okay, it's obviously not on that one. But there are a whole lot of these. Okay, let's think about this. The ocean is to the east, so we are on the east coast of an island. We are looking, if we look inland, we're looking to the west. So we're going to want to check the east coast of some kind of island. And we are specifically looking for Atlantis. But again, I never knew where it was specifically. I just know that it exists. The Dunmore. Okay. No. Alright, it's not there. Could be here. The Sandpiper Inn, the Delphi Club, Bon Ami, Winding Bay. Is this one? Abaco Sunrise Villa, Abaco Beach Resort, Calypso Hills Hideaway. All right, it's none of those. Green. Oh, there's, the more you zoom in, the more there are. That's not helpful. Pink Bikini. Okay, this is just silly. Maybe we just throw it in. Okay, wait, there's other islands down here, right? Wait, isn't there also Bermuda? No, nobody goes to Bermuda. That's dangerous. Bitterrock's here. Hey, we could use your island knowledge for this one. Do you know where the Atlantis Resort is from all those commercials? Can't find it. It's the big pink one. It's on one of these Caribbean islands. I just don't know which one. And Rilip says, my dad was stationed in Bermuda. I have no idea what it looks like. I think it just looks like an island. All right, come on. Bullock Harbor. Sandra Bullock Harbor. And then the Berry Islands. Hey, you guys remember Fire Festival? Wasn't that supposed to happen on one of these islands? It used to be owned by Pablo Escobar. Little San Salvador. Pirates Cove? Ooh. Now that should have showed up on this one. I guess this could be Florida, but I like specifically remember seeing ads for this place. Looks like a Spanish castle. I mean, I know it looks like one, but that's not where it is. All right, I'm just gonna Google it. Okay, we are looking for Atlantis Resort. Bahamas, not the one in Reno. I've been to the one in Reno. All right, here it is. Extravagant Hotel and Casino Complex. I actually don't think this is where we are, despite the fact that it looks exactly like what I'm looking for. It's on... Oh, Nassau. We didn't even look at Nassau. That's the problem. So we need to zoom out. We need to drop down to Nassau. And it is specifically located right here, Atlantis, Bahamas. But you will notice that it doesn't quite line up with, like, if you're looking to the south, you're looking to the northeast. I guess we could be up here. There you go. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. All right. I had to Google, but I didn't, like, I had to have the information to Google, right? All right. Where are we at here? Svedka voted #1 vodka of 2032? 2033. All right. They're getting a little ahead of themselves, but, you know, I guess we'll give it to them. My Dream Chaser. Okay. All right, where are we now? There's very, very little to go on other than the ocean is to the west. So we know we're on the west coast of something. Oh wait, we can move. Hold on, let's just move around then. Let's head on to the beach. We cannot leave the boat, chat. We're stuck on the boat. Wanted for piracy. Reward, a glass of old brigand rum. That's all you get for bringing him in. One bottle. What? Wait, not even. Is it a bottle? One glass of rum as a reward. I don't think I'll be taking that one. And yeah, as far as the Spanish being all over, I actually like grabbed this little area in Havana based off of nothing except the fact that it looked like a Spanish fort ruin. So that could actually give you quite a bit of information. Well, what is this? Absolutely no smoking, no illegal drugs, no firearms, no weapons of any kind. What if my fists are considered deadly weapons? Wasn't that the plot point of Con Air? Black Pearl party cruises. Okay, all right. Over 30 groupie hangout. Ooh. All right, this seems like a place where they don't quite speak English. But that sign... Wait, now we're behind. Damn it, we're behind. Okay, Black Pearl party cruises aboard the Jolly Roger. Barbados. Barbados, chat, we got it. All right, now I just have to learn where Barbados is real quick. Does anybody know where Barbados is? Barbados, there we go. And we said we're on the west coast, so we are here. There it is, Jolly Roger's Pirate Cruise. Bing. Got him. 5,000 points, baby. Just gotta find the shirt. Oh, look at these people. They're having a good time. All right, so where are we? That is a sweet looking car though. What the heck? Okay, we are on the oceans to the west, so we're on the west coast of wherever we are. This is unfortunately a photosphere, and I cannot make out any writing. I can, however, make out that that is not an American license plate. So, we're not in the US. That does not help us, though. This could literally, not literally, but could be anywhere. All right, let's try to use my deduction powers again. Where's the sun? The sun is in the south, so we're in the northern hemisphere. So I think that limits us to like this area of the world. Could be like Colombia? No, because there's not really any roads that go up to the beaches. I wish I could make out like at least a little bit of that license plate. I am getting some Cuba-ish vibes just because of the old cars though, because I've heard that's like a big thing there. They have old cars because they weren't able to import things. So let's say Cuba. And we're on the southwest coast of Cuba. Oh, that's large though. Now we just need to find a road that goes right up. So like right here, Playa Girón. Let's see if the road lines up here. So to the southeast-ish, there is a large city. No, so that doesn't line up. I can't make out with who. I can't make out with anybody. It's a bit of a bummer. Could be here. I don't know how big. Like, Yaguanabo doesn't look that big. So where's like a larger city in Cuba? I guess could be here. But I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that there's anything there. Maybe, oh, maybe like here? Playa de Mar Verde, and then if we look to the no, because we're looking to the southeast here. We need to be on the west coast. I forgot. So to the south is ocean. To the northwest is ocean. So basically, from the south to the northwest is going to be ocean. So that very much limits us. So from the south, like from the south to the northwest would be ocean. It could be there. Probably not, though. South to the northwest. Just got to remember. So here, from the south to the northwest, it's not quite right. And there's no large cities nearby. We're gonna figure this out. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. We've been pretty close each time. That's been pretty fun. Okay, so let's try this side of Cuba. Yeah, there's not really anything over here, though. From the south to the northwest. South to the northwest. And that's actually hoping that the photosphere is correctly lined up. Because that can be an issue with photospheres where they're not quite set up correctly. Right. It also could be like Haiti or the Dominican Republic. But I don't think they have any larger cities set up there either. All right, I'm just going to guess this side of Cuba and then we'll see where it is. Okay, so it was in Havana. Wait, it was like the same place that we were at before? Not quite. This is where the castle was last time. Philip says, every time a guest like this comes up, I wait for it to be like the shore of Lake Superior in Ohio. Oh no. Oh. Well, now I did all those ones. Okay, well. Let's try and see if there's any other pirate ones we could do, just to keep it on brand. La Saison de Pirates. Pirates Challenge. Here we go. Arr, ahoy, mateys. The land-loving GeoGuessr maps are nothing for a true pirate. Fetch your sextant and a bottle of rum and prepare for a challenge worthy of a true pirate. Yo-ho. All right, I'm ready to get yo-hoed. Let's go. Moana Adventure Tours. Your dream designer in Bora Bora. Okay, Bora Bora it is. You guys are lucky I know where Bora Bora is, kind of. Chat, where's Bora Bora? This is like Christmas music? What the heck just happened? Hold on, let me fix this. This is fantasy music. Yeah, that's just straight up Christmas music for some reason. All right, here we go. Okay, Bora Bora. Find Bora Bora here. I might be too far south. Further north? No, because there's Hawaii. All right, we have to search the entire Oceania to find Bora Bora. The music went to Bora Bora. Their tours look like tears. Oh, it does kind of look like an E. Moana Adventure Tears. Contact Tahiti 360. Oh, it's in Tahiti. Okay. I know where Tahiti is. Where's Tahiti, chat? Am I serious right now? What the heck? I thought I knew where Tahiti was, but now I'm like totally lost. There's a place called Jarvis Island. Sounds awesome. Tahiti. All right, it's over here somewhere. Tonga, Samoa, American Samoa, Wallis and Futuna, Tokelau, Cook Island, Easter Island, French Polynesia. Oh my god. If I have to Google where Tahiti is, I'm gonna be very upset. Can somebody like give me a general idea, like give me directions to Tahiti? You don't have to tell me exactly where it is. I like Tahitian treat. It's like fizzy Hawaiian punch. Ugh. I don't like carbonated stuff. I'm weird. There's Tuvalu, there's Tonga. Like, how is it that I can find all these places, but I can't find Tahiti? Federated States of Micronesia, there's Guam. Now we're too far north. There's Wake Island, so yeah, so there's Midway and Hawaii and all that stuff. We've gone too far in a few places. Bora Bora, hey, there's Bora Bora. All right, we somehow Bora Bora just straight up showed up. Okay, so judging by, there's land to the southwest. There's land to the southwest. There's also land to the south. To the southeast. There's land in every direction, so we must be like inside here somewhere. Okay, close enough. Really? You're gonna give me like partial points for that? Are you kidding? All right, where are we here? Le Isle de Guadalupe. Hey, thanks for sharing. Thanks for telling me exactly where this is. I believe that is in the Caribbean. Oh wait, oh, here it is. And there is land to the southeast, so we must be, and there's a city on it. There's also land to the west, so I'm thinking we're like right in here. And I was off by 29 miles, but close enough. We had the right idea. 2 out of 5,000 points deducted. I wouldn't complain. I would. I was so close. All right. Uh-oh. We don't get any hints on this one, huh? All right. So land is to the east. You know what? That's not land. I think that's just the ocean. So we're on the west coast of something. But we're not getting a whole lot of information. So let's check out the land. Land is to the east. I'm getting like strong Baja California vibes. I'm gonna say like right here. Damn, it was in Australia. I get nothing. Yeah, as if I was gonna get that. Come on. And here we have what looks like Hawaii. But that's not saying much. Kind of looks like Sicily. There's sea and there's beach. What a great clue. Well, listen, any pirate worth his salt would know. Oh, what is this? Somebody tried to build a hut? Somebody was playing Minecraft out here. Or maybe they were shooting a video for YouTube. Today, we're going to build a primitive hut, just like the Polynesians used to do. All right, what is this guy up to? Like a kind of creeping on the Google guy. He's taking a picture of him? That's so weird. Okay. So where are we? Something tells me we're not going to get any more information except this beach. Yeah, I'm just like clicking through. It's just beach. Beach, beach, and more beach. That guy looks entirely too white for Fiji. If you're talking about the Fiji one, I think it was like a tourist thing. Oh wait, you're feeling Fiji on this one? I think this is too big to be Fiji. Fiji's like a tiny island. It's not even really an island, it's like an atoll. Which may also just be a type of island. Okay, so looking at the trees off in the distance. I mean, okay, so you've got your sand, you've got your like nasty seaweed, you've got your driftwood. This clearly isn't like a touristy beach because there's no hotels or anything. So, I mean, this could be like Oregon or something. Because look at the trees. They're not exactly tropical. There's no palm trees here. But there is an island. That could be the mainland, actually. Let's look at the water. It's pretty clear water. I mean, that's a lot of seaweed, but so be it. Does YouTube think that I stopped watching again? No. It's just changing songs. Okay, dude, I don't know. For some reason, I'm feeling Oregon, so let's try this one. Okay, other side of the world, whatever. We got 2 points. That was either the Philippines or Malaysia. I don't know. I wasn't getting the vibe. Also, it says it's in the middle of the ocean. I don't think that's correct, unless this place has recently sank. Okay, we're on a ship this time. And we get no further information. It is a ship. Cool. This one is way too hard, chat. I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea. This looks like Hawaii. Based on absolutely nothing. I don't know. Let's just try Hawaii. Why not? Whatever, somewhere in there. Okay, it was Japan. It was Hokkaido. We were, you know, whatever. I think this has the appropriate level of difficulty. As you can see, I was on the wrong side of the world, except for the ones that were gimmies. All right, one more pirate one, and then I think we're done for the night. We didn't try La Saison des Pirates, which has a moderate difficulty apparently. And we're dead. Isn't this one of the sets from Jurassic World? Parc de la... Wait, hold on. What is that up like domain? Is that LR or IR? De la Marlinikia? Chad, I need to know if you're holding back. Could be an FR. I guess it could be France. How do they expect anyone to do anything except guess? There are some crazy geoguessers out there who could look at the rock formations and the trees and tell you where they are. There are people who have studied these maps enough that they would be able to tell you with a pretty reasonable idea. And I mean, I did some pretty crazy guesses too. The Cuba one was nuts. All right, where the heck are we going here? Oh wait, how are we going? La Martinique. All right. Isn't Martinique like an island? Duh, it's an island, but like it's a pretty well-known island. It's not that one. It's got to be like a Caribbean island. Martinique, right there. See, found it. Now where on Martinique? I couldn't tell you. Is that ocean to the north? Maybe like up here somewhere? All right, it was over here. Close enough. 15 miles. A+ Kerbal pirate icon. Yeah, I figured. So the plan today, we're on an oil rig, chat. The plan today was to play Tropico 2 Pirate Cove, but I could not get that to stream. So then we played a little raft, and then after I got bored of that, I decided, hey, let's just play some GeoGuessr and do some pirate themed maps. Hold on. No landing allowed. Okay, so no helicopters allowed to land there. This guy, he works for BP. What does this patch say? If I could read that patch. It probably isn't very helpful. Failed to load. Well, can you load it again, please? Oh. Okay, I guess we're here now. I guess I get a gimme. Oh no, I can't read that sign. That was weird. It was loading fine, and then I clicked it, and then it just was like, no, you don't get to have that one anymore. All right, CLSC. Centre de Conditionnement Physique. Center for conditioning your physique. You're waiting for it to give me a 0. What, you think I'm gonna select something and then it's just gonna be like, oh, actually it was in the middle of the ocean because you're on an oil rig, dummy. All right, what do we got? There was a sign. Asbestos. Don't go there, chat. Do not visit asbestos. You will not enjoy it. This looks like Canada for some reason. Probably the maple leaf and the thing that says Petro Canada. So we're in French Canada, I guess. I'm not gonna like go too hard on this one. I'm just gonna like go outside of Montreal. Hey, and it worked out. Cool. Well, a bit of a weird one with the whole oil thing. Hopefully we don't see any booba on this beach here. Oh, what the heck am I supposed to do with this information? Okay, so we're on the west coast of something. There are people. There are palm trees, but there are also regular trees. The houses don't really tell me much information. Like, this could just be California. Asbestos is a mining town in center-west Quebec. Did you know that? Like, for free? You just knew that? For once you know something? Yeah, I guess. Hey, if you know it, you know it, right? LR is Liberia, for my information. I'm just going back through chat now because apparently I've been ignoring it too much. Again, I don't look at chat right away until I like look for a hint. So don't feel like I'm ignoring you guys. I want to try to figure it out. Hex says, I'm a French Canadian, so I know everything about French Canada. Maybe they should change the name of the town because Asbestos kind of has like a bad reputation. Okay, I'm not gonna like go super hard on this one. I'm just gonna say, could it be like one of the Santa Catalina Islands? Probably not. People don't really live there. There are beaches, but there aren't really like resorts like this looks like. Be like, it's a little bit tropical-y though. Whatever, we'll just say it. No. It would be Cardiff State Beach. Hold on, chat. Hex says the town of Asbestos kind of emptied out when asbestos was toxic. Yeah, I suppose so. It'd be like, what's another thing that happened like that? Like Radium Springs? People used to go there because of the delicious radium water that came out of the ground. Yeah, but people haven't been going there so much anymore. Ever since they discovered it gave you cancer. I don't freaking know, man. Put me in Eureka. Why not? Okay, what the hell? Come on, nobody's gonna get that. Nobody even knows these islands exist except for me, and that's only because I play Europa Universalis and sometimes you want to colonize them. Watch your step, please. Oh, here we go. Something to the Indian River. So this is, uh-oh. All right, this is weird. If I could make this out, Nello to the Indian River and Fushbar? Fushbar? Oh God. All right, well, there's mangroves. That might help tell us something, because where all the mangroves grow. Wait, hold on. Keep our river clean. So what the heck's a Mannheim Steamroller Christmas? Oh, is it the music? All right, I'm gonna say it's Australia. I'll say it's like up here somewhere. No, it was, I'm sorry, it was Dominica? Yeah, well, whatever. Screw you, game. Okay, where are we? These ones are way too freaking hard. Like, photospheres are hard enough if they're not someplace that you are super familiar with, because you can't drive around to get more information. But then they just dump you in the middle of nowhere, no context. Like, you're on the coast. You're on an island somewhere. Good luck. Yep, I'm on an island somewhere. Thanks for the information. This is vaguely Asian. So I'm gonna go vaguely Asian. Let's hedge our bets and say right here. Okay, it was the Seychelles Islands that's owned by France. That's not Asian at all. Although, I believe that there is a theory that the people of Madagascar came from like here or here, because they were like very different from the people from Africa. But I may be remembering incorrectly. Okay, chat. I think that's enough for tonight. I'm gonna take my medicine and I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna feel better tomorrow. And I'll be back on Friday. So hopefully you guys are excited for Friday. And then next week, much to Rainbow Yeti's whatever, we're going to be doing some more RimWorld with chat integration, so you guys will be able to ruin my life once again with some like 1,000 rats or whatever. And we're going to go check on Matt Comart because he's playing Minecraft on the server, and hopefully that'll be opening up this weekend. So we're going to go check out what he's working on. We'll see if he's playing with Urban or Ice King tonight. So everybody have a great night. I'll see you on Friday. And here we go.